What makes you the person who ultimately wins competition? Well, I think I've always done what I can to push myself in terms of DJing. You know, I started at the bottom like everybody else doing. Start again.
The winner of the Superstar DJ competition is... It's you, Danny.
But as a competition winner, going on and having a show on Radio 1, that's probably a first.
Compared to last year, obviously I was a lot more nervous and I'd never played there before and I didn't know what to expect, and this year I know what's coming and I just can't wait to experience that again.
Yeah, I followed the competition last year. It grabbed my attention last year. There was quite a lot of hype around it right across all the shows. Because driving into the office in the morning, I generally listened to Chris Moyles. And it was actually really quite exciting. I think it was about a week afterwards that we actually managed to get a meeting together. But I'd already formulated a plan in my head as to what we needed to do and what we were going to do. So we sort of hit the ground running with it and just got a few things in place. Got him in the studio as quickly as possible, making some music, and got a press team on it straight away as well, in order to capitalise on the hype that Radio 1 had created.
Superstar DJ competition was actually nominated for an industry award in the best competition category. Didn't win, however, but to be nominated was just amazing, and the sort of story speaks for itself. Danny was a brilliant winner who we can never imagine to have found someone as good as Danny, and you know, and what he's gone on to do since winning the competition has been amazing. Around Christmas time, I was approached to put together an Ibiza rewind show with all the highlights of an amazing summer for Radio 1 on the island. The idea came up that Danny should host that show, so it was a 12-hour spectacular that went out at Christmas, and Danny came down, recorded the show, I put it together. It was the first glimpse for me that Danny actually had not just the DJ capabilities, but he had the real potential to do a lot more for Radio 1. And then a few months later, the email goes around work. I had no idea at all. Email comes around, Danny Howard, new presenter of Dance Anthems on a Saturday afternoon, over the moon, really, really proud. I was so happy for him.
I met him actually here last year at Ushuaia, and it was he had won a competition, and to see him come all this way in 1 year, he's had one incredible year. But it just goes to show you how, you know, in the UK, I love how they bring new, you know, talented people up, and you know, it just goes to show you that it can happen to anyone, and it's a great, great story. And he's a very talented person, so you know, it just goes to show you that if you work hard, you can get what you want.
I think it does give people inspiration, and they can see that it is possible to break into the industry. You know, I'm a firm believer if you stick to what you believe, you know, you're passionate about what you do and you put the time in, you can break through.
He's come from the club world. He knows what he's doing. He understands how it works. Arrangement, structure, key in terms of music. He understands that the new modern DJ has to produce, has to make music, and he seems like he's a good package, the right package. But as a competition winner, going on and having a show on Radio 1, that's probably a first.
As a DJ, to play for a crowd. You cannot be around the world, everywhere, every week at the same time, you know. But as a radio jockey, you can. Everybody can tune in. Everybody can just online or whatever can listen to you every week. So you become quite a presence, basically. You can break and make a track. So yeah, that's, for him to do that in a year, within a year, yes, that's amazing.
Today we are doing Radio 1's Dance Anthems live from Cafe Mambo. Myself and Vernon Kay, he's co-hosting, which is very exciting. We're going at 4 and we go live to the UK and across around the world from a little studio just inside there. And Mambo, one of the most famous places in Ibiza. There's been times where I've listened to Pete Tong do a show from here, so for me it's a bit of a dream, so can't wait to get started.
It's been quite a transition, to be honest with you. 12 months down the line from Danny winning the Superstar DJ competition. It's just been a positive progression, really. And I think with the success of the show, things can only get better. Radio 1, can't believe I'm saying this while he's sat next to me, but Radio 1 managed to get a DJ who could do everything that a DJ has to do, but also present a radio show as well. So it was a real achievement for Danny, but also a bigger achievement for Radio 1 to find someone capable of hosting Dance Anthems.
Okay. Okay, we've got Radio 1 on the speaker, so you've got control of it now. Do warm-ups.
Good luck, Danny.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, big thanks to Hugh Stevens for the last 3 hours and welcome to the show. BBC Radio 1's Dance Anthems, we are live from Ibiza there. Kicked off the show with Cedric Gervais and Molly. And just then Calvin Harris featuring Example will be coming back. It's Danny Howard with you till 7. And this week it's a special Dance Anthems, not just because we're live from Ibiza, but because I have a co-host. And it wouldn't be a Radio 1 weekend in Ibiza without this man, Mr. Vernon Kay. Hello!
Hello! Come on, Danny Howard!
We're doing it, Vernon. We're doing it.
This is all good. We are rocking and rolling. We're on the Sunset Strip, on the White Isle, in Ibiza. And after this track, we're going to go out and say hello to the massive crowd that's gathered outside to welcome us. BBC Radio 1 in Ibiza.